following movie review is rated R for retarded. In a world full of crime, corruption, and destruction, one man decides to review movies. This is Devil Dog at the Movies. Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another movie review. That's right, a movie review, because the only time you can see a frickin' movie during this current COVID outbreak is if you pay $20 to watch a digital download of it. And that's actually what I did, people. I did this for you, to save you the money. That's right, I paid $20 so I could watch Willy's Wonderland on, oh my god. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to be jaded with this film at all. I took a lot of notes while watching this film, and I wanted to make sure to get it right for you, so this is a in-depth review. A review if you actually want to watch Willy's Wonderland. It's a 2021 action horror movie starring Nicolas Cage with a budget of $10 million, which I think about $9.5 million probably went for Nicolas Cage in this. It was just released on February 12th of 2021. It was supposed to be out last year, but thanks to the COVID, it was delayed until this year, and it's only seeing a digital release until they have a physical release later on. So if you want to go and see this in theaters, well, tough crap! You're not going to be able to. This was made by the Landmark Studios Group and Saturn Films, and it was produced by Nicolas Cage himself, which is actually kind of shocking considering the style of this movie. The best way to describe this is if you've seen the Banana Splits movie, it's like that, but if you put Nicolas Cage in it. It's not as bad as the Banana Splits movie, honestly, but it does have the quality of a sci-fi channel movie. It really does. Even though it's a $10 million budget movie, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to be like these other YouTubers that say, oh, since I got to interview the people, I'm going to say it's a great movie. No, it's good for what it is. It is a very schlocky, cheap, low-budget, over-the-top popcorn flick. If you go into it expecting a stupid, dumb action ride like the Banana Splits with Nicolas Cage, you're going to get exactly what you expected. Honestly, right at the start, it has some really generic, low-budget, like $2 title shots with the names and stuff. It looks like somebody on a PlayStation just added it on. I could do better on my stuff, honestly. At the very start of the movie, you basically have your main character known as the janitor. He doesn't even get a name in the movie. Nicolas Cage basically is driving his automobile when he has his tires get blown from some tire spikes. Pretty much he makes a deal with the local guy because their ATM don't work, because God forbid you can't find any other way to make a payment. They only accept cash. So basically he is unable to pay to get his tires fixed, so they work out a deal with him to stay the night at Willy's Wonderland, cleaning the place up in order to fix his vehicle. He agrees by doing this. That's right. Apparently Nicolas Cage gets paid extra to talk, because he does not have a single line of dialogue in this entire frickin' movie. That's right. It's just him making faces and doing stuff. He doesn't talk in the entire movie, and you know what? I think Nicolas Cage got the best deal out of this. He got paid a bunch of stacks of money just to walk around and act like he's doing stuff and not even talk. That's amazing. It's a great deal. A great deal. Now, this takes place in Hayesville, Nevada, in a very small town. It's so small, in fact, apparently they don't have internet. But basically, that's the whole premise of this movie, is the fact that someone blows his tires out. He's unable to pay with cash because all he's got is a credit card, because they don't have internet in that town. So they set up a deal with him to clean out Willy's Wonderland during the night because they want to reopen. Now, there are several things I have to say about this movie. Now, I know my movies are really like no budget movies, but I have to say that the editing and the filming of this is very janky. Very fucking like like this with the camcorder and stuff. And honestly, it's kind of depressing to see a $10 million movie that has effects and a plot like this. It really is. For the Five Nights at Freddy movie to be delayed so much, and this is the closest thing we get, it's great to see Nicolas Cage in a movie like this. Don't get me wrong, it's still entertaining, but it is really bad. Now, it centers on the main villain known as Tex, that pretty much hires the janitor to go in there and clean the place up, and offers him a deal with cleaning up and fixing his car while he's in there. And the main thing is they have a deal with these animatronics that are possessed by the souls of murderers, that they will feed them people to keep them from killing the rest of the townspeople. Now, they bring in Nicolas Cage's character, thinking that he's just going to be a one-off character like the rest of the people that they show. But it turns out that since it's Nicolas Cage, it's Nicolas Cage. What do you expect? While he doesn't utter a single word in the whole movie, he's a complete badass. He basically systematically, while still cleaning the whole place, every so often he'll have his little alarm go off where he has to drink his energy drinks, which there is no real follow through with that, but he's like religious with it, to a point like he'll be in the middle of a fight. And as soon as that alarm goes off to drink his energy drinks, he just stops the fight. He goes over and he drinks his energy drink while playing a pinball machine. It doesn't fit in with the movie. It really doesn't make any sense. The only thing I could possibly think is since he's staying up all night, he needs energy drinks to stay up all night. But honestly, that is really the whole plot of the movie. Nicolas Cage, as a janitor, a drifter, is pretty much tricked into being locked into the Willy's Wonderland building to clean it throughout the night, in hopes that the Willy's Wonderland animatronic creatures who are possessed by the souls of dead murderers can eat him. And in the end, Nicolas Cage beats the living crap out of them, destroys them, and pretty much wins. It's really kind of interesting. Honestly, I would say this movie has a lot of cleaning porn in it. A lot of cleaning porn. A lot of parts of, if you want to see Nicolas Cage scrubbing walls and cleaning toilets, you get a lot of it in this. No joke. It seems like he got a lot of cleaning porn out of Nicolas Cage in this. And honestly, there's several, parts in it that I can nitpick about, including like the air duct system being big enough to hold 5 people in it. Because after all, a small building has an air duct system that can hold 5 people in it. Hey, movie magic. I get that. I get that. The movie does have a lot of cool sets, a lot of dark, gritty stuff that looks like if you were locked up in the middle of a Showbiz Pizza or a Chuck E. Cheese pizza. You ever heard of them since they closed down? Imagine a Showbiz Pizza or a Chuck E. Cheese if it's been defunct and you're locked up in it overnight. Honestly, that is pretty freaking creepy. Most of the animatronics, I will say the effects are rather well done. Most of it are puppets and stuff and people in suits. Some of them are people that are obviously just people wearing masks and stuff like that. But that doesn't really bother me. That was done fairly well. Honestly, some of the gore was just really poorly done. I think the Banana Splits movie actually had better kills in it than this. It was cool to see Nicolas Cage go out like a complete badass and kill these animatronic robots that are trying to kill him. But honestly, other than the fact that it's loosely based off of a plot of a bunch of people that do a satanic ritual to put their souls transferred into the bodies of the animatronics, and they go on killing people in this town. So the police officer of the town makes a deal with them. Hey, quit killing our townspeople and our kids, and we'll bring in drifters. You can eat them for your flesh, and we can continue this on. That's the basic plot of the entire movie, until Nicolas Cage comes along and kicks the freaking butts of all the animatronics. Honestly, it is really, really It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. Save your $20. You know, even if this comes out on video later on for like $5, then I would say watch it. But for $20, don't pay money for this. It's not a good movie. The Banana Splits movie was better. The Banana Splits movie was better. They don't really show any deaths at all. You just see blood splatters. I mean, the most gore you see is the animatronics being ripped apart by Nicolas Cage, which is cool. And like I say, I even wrote down here, Nick Cage is badass. That is the best part of the movie, honestly. The only best kill in the whole movie is the final kill where the police officer gets ripped in half by Willy, the weasel. But honestly, it's a terrible movie. You have it to where Nicolas Cage goes in, cleans up the place, kills all the animatronic robots, gets his car fixed, and drives away with the lady, the little girl. And honestly, it is one of the cheesiest, stupidest ass movies I've ever seen. It's really not that entertaining. I still personally feel that the Banana Splits movie was more entertaining than this. And while I know there's other people like Chris out there that has his YouTube channel that promotes this, it's not a good movie. It's not worth watching. It is actually a steaming pile of shit. And honestly, for Nicolas Cage to be in it, he doesn't even Nick Cage out. There's not a single time when he's like, ah, like Nicolas Cage. It's a depressing movie. It's an overpriced movie. While the idea is a good idea, especially considering we're still waiting for a Five Nights at Freddy movie, this was honestly a very huge disappointment. And honestly, I think they just went straight to a video, like digital video, because they thought they might be able to make more money, because I don't think anyone wants to play this in theaters. It's that bad. It really is. Nicolas Cage has no acting in this at all. Nothing at all for Nick Cage. And in fact, I had to drink 5 beers just to be able to watch this steaming turd. In the end, I have to say, please pass on Willy's Wonderland. It is a turd. It is awful. Even if you take the movie for what it is, which is supposed to be a cheesy ass, low budget movie, for $10 million. There's really no plot to this. There's really no acting to it. All the characters they have in this are just there to get killed. They don't even show you the way they get killed. There's no real gore to the film, and it's not even rated. There's no reason why you couldn't show gore in a movie that's not even rated. The only thing this does is show the fact that Nicolas Cage is a badass. But in the end, it is a steaming pile of horse shit. And I can say, if you like this movie, that's fine. You're allowed to like this movie. But I personally think it was a steaming pile of horse shit. And I wouldn't recommend it to nobody. At least until it's in a bargain basement bin at a local Walmart. It's that bad. Like I said, the Banana Splits movie is actually better. Yeah, I know. I do like the effects. I do like the sets. They were cool. I like Nicolas Cage, but you add them all together, but the movie is still a piece of crap. And that's my personal feeling. Don't waste your money. Don't see this movie. Save it for something else. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please leave in the comments below if you plan on watching Willy's Wonderland and what you think of it. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.